Hello everyone, Richard Rush here today with my good friend Walt McLean behind the camera, and today we're going to take a long look at the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hard Rock Edition. This is one of Jeep's special editions for the Rubicon. As you can see, this isn't the Unlimited, which has the 4 doors on it. This is the 2-door model, but one of our personal favorites. Love this car. As you can see, it's a little bit dirty because we actually were able to take this car out this past weekend up into the mountains, test out its capabilities and see what it could fully do, and we wanted to show you that it can get dirt everywhere and still runs beautifully. So we'll take a quick look around the car, we'll go on a test drive, we'll come back, go through the interior, then we'll give you our opinion. So as we kind of come around the front here with the camera, I will show you this, that the Hard Rock Edition adds a few different things to it. So for one, it adds a special bumper right here, metal bumper here. You're not really going to run into any issues here. You have your nice tow hooks up there. The Hard Rock Edition also adds this domed hood. I will say this real quick as you're getting a view of that. Some of you ask, where do these Jeeps actually start out at? And for just the Wrangler itself, not the Wrangler Unlimited, you're going to range anywhere from $22,995, and this one fully loaded Hard Rock Edition is almost $43,000. So definitely a healthy range there for you guys to play with. So as you come along the side, you can see again some of the features that Jeep has added in here with the Hard Rock Edition. You can see the wider rock rails along the side. They've added the 17-inch black wheels as well. Again, you can see the Rubicon molding there. And as we come around to the back, the Hard Rock group gets the 17-inch black wheels, a gloss black exterior trim, the domed hood, special bumpers, wider rock wheels, black leather upholstery, heated front seats, a unique gauge cluster, and the Alpine stereo, which again we'll show you when we get to the inside. Walt, I'm not sure if you can get this. I will show you though, it's with these 17-inch wheels. You also do have this nice little kind of painted on symbol of the Jeep kind of there, almost the originals, to be honest. And I think it's a great subtle feature I'm a fan of. The Rubicon trim level of the Jeep. So this is, again, Rubicon Hard Rock Edition. The Rubicon adds these bigger tires. These are 32-inch tires that it adds onto it, which honestly, if it were me, I would definitely go for the Rubicon or even the Sport X, but add on one of those tires. Things that you Jeep fans will know this, but for those of you who aren't necessarily fanboys of Jeep or familiar with Jeep, one of the best things about the Wrangler, some people are going to complain, man, this design hasn't changed for years. This thing is just, it's the same old, same old. Well, that's kind of what makes Jeep Jeep. It's a very simple vehicle, yet it's extremely functional. And I can tell you firsthand, my family has owned several Jeeps over the years, and they just work. Flat out. There's no other way to say it. They are very functional. Are they the smoothest car driving down the road? No. Are they the quietest car inside? No, they're not. But this car, taking it off-road, is almost honestly second to none. There's some competitors out there that are going to try and compete with the off-road capability that the Jeep offers, but from the customization factor that you can do with the interior and you can do with the exterior, you can add Jeep parts, you can add third-party aftermarket accessories. It really, truly is hard to beat a one-of-a-kind Jeep, whether it be a Rubicon, whether it be a special edition, a Willys wheels, anything like that. Really is hard to beat a Jeep. So with that, actually let's take a quick drive, show you the best we can on pavement how the Jeep actually operates and how it handles. We'll come back, go through the interior, and then I will give you my opinion of the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hard Rock Edition. All right, fans, we're here for the driving portion of the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hard Rock Edition. We're going to make this relatively quick because we can go through a lot of the interior features here in a second. The Jeep nav system is actually what is on the older, I guess, Chrysler Dodge vehicles. It's this 6.5-inch touchscreen, works really, really well. Very easy to operate, very easy to navigate. Your navigation system's right here. It actually has a tracing feature which shows you where you've been, actually everywhere you've been. It's very simple to hook up your phone. You can actually hear it there.
Disconnect.
You can go to your media, play your media if you want to, or again, we do have the capability of going to the radio. Very easy to use. You can see the automatic windows up and down there. The gauge cluster, which actually is specific to the Hard Rock Edition here, so it's fairly, you can see it kind of right there. Definitely a a positive in my mind. It worked really, really well. But let's take a quick drive here, and we'll get on out of here. And again, the best way to experience this car is actually to drive it yourself. So I'm not even going to bother showing it to you. It's a Jeep, does not have a backup camera. I know that they are becoming standard here in a few years, so be on the lookout for that, how Jeep's going to incorporate that into their vehicle. So definitely something to be wary of, but does not have it on this vehicle. However, the mirrors do work really, really well, able to use them, and with this being, honestly, in my opinion, the two-door model, you're able to fit into a lot of tight spaces that you might not be able to fit into. So let's take a quick drive. I wish we could take this off-road. Unfortunately, we don't have the time today to do so. We don't have any land to show you. One of the biggest complaints you're going to read out on the web and hear from actual Jeep owners might be the noisiness of the cockpit. I actually have both windows open right now. Just in terms of heat, it's actually about 80 degrees or 85 to 90 degrees here in Colorado today, so wanting to keep it a little bit cool here on the inside. It's not the quietest vehicle by any means. The Bluetooth, the cabin's just not meant to hold in noise. It's going to take in noise from the outside, and sometimes it sounds like you're speaking into a tunnel if you're on Bluetooth. So not a huge factor that would determine or would help me determine to buy the car or not, just something you need to be aware of. In terms of smoothness, as you can tell, we're going over a decently bumpy road. It's not, softening each bump like some of our other cars do, as I'm sure you'll notice by the camera. But again, not meant to. This car is supposed to go off-road, and it handles off-road incredibly well. Don't know how else to say it. I actually have a good friend of mine that's looking at purchasing one of these, and he's really interested in it. He actually took it for a drive, really did love it. So we'll kind of come up to a stop up here, and really there's not much else to say here. Not much else to say about the Jeep on the interior side of things, but with that, stay tuned. We're going to come back. I'll take you through the tailgate, going to show you how the actual hardtop works a little bit, and going to walk you through some more of the interior features of the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hard Rock Edition. All right, real quick, Drive Radio fans, forgot to add this in. We'll actually start driving here as we head back for time purposes, but what's underneath the hood here, 3.6 liter V6, about 285 horsepower, 260 pounds-feet per feet of torque. Even at this altitude, works really, really well, especially in the two-door model. Has a lot of get up and go. Some people are going to complain, oh, we want a Hemi, we want a V8. You know what? Go to Jeep for that. We were able to average about 18 to 19 miles per gallon. It's rated for about 17 and 21. But if you're getting a Jeep for miles per gallon, you're probably going to be disappointed because that's not what it is made for by any sense of the imagination. Overall, really impressed with it. As you can feel, it has enough get up and go to work. And just really, really impressed with this car as well. This does have the available 5-speed automatic, not the manual. That's going to have to be your choice if you want that or not. But with that, let's head back and go through the interior. All right, everyone, we're back from our drive, and I encourage you to get out, drive these vehicles. If you haven't driven a Jeep off-road, I'm not sure if your local dealer will allow you to do so, but if you have a friend, a colleague, a family member that does have a Jeep, if you're interested in getting one, I encourage you, get out and test drive this vehicle off-road. You will not be disappointed by any means. So with that, we're kind of on the, I guess, trunk, you could say, the rear, behind the rear seat portion of the Jeep Wrangler. And this is the Rubicon Hard Rock Edition, I should say. So we'll kind of show you, it is unlocked. Again, it's a standard Jeep, and Walt, if you kind of want to come on this side, we'll show you what it is. But all you do is, there's, again, the handle over here, push it in, pull it out, and you'll notice that it's obviously not an automatic up here, so you can store things right in back here. If you need a little bit more storage, all you do is obviously lift up if you need to fit it in here. In this, behind this second seat or second row of seats, you have almost 13 cubic feet of cargo room, which really isn't a lot. However, right here, my wife and I actually took a trip this past weekend up to the mountains. We were able to get a healthy size carry-on, actually 2 of those in this back seat. So if you're going to the airport, whatever it might be, definitely able to do that. You will notice the all-weather speaker that is back here, a huge plus. One thing I will point out is the ability to actually fold this rear seat down very easy. And before I mention that, it's actually going to probably get stuck because we don't have these seats all the way forward. We actually have them nearly all the way back because my buddy Walt, who's behind the camera today, is about 6'4", so he needs a little bit extra room. So we're going to put it down. I'm going to push it down there, and you can see that it will actually go all the way up. So you have a lot of room, and I don't want to give the specs because to be honest, I don't have them in front of me. But you can see you gain quite a bit of room if you don't need this back seat for people. As you will notice, this is the two-door edition. It isn't the unlimited, so it makes it a little bit more difficult in order to do that. But at the same time, to put this back up, all you've got to do is pull back up like this, and there you go. And now you're back to it. So you don't have to go around, fold anything forward. You're able to go there. And we'll put the back rear window down. This is part of another package that's added on to the Hard Rock edition. That's actually a dealer package that you can add. Gives you a rear defrosted window as well. So with that, we'll actually take a minute, pause it, and we'll come back and I'll show you the rear seats. All right, everyone, we're going to kind of give you a better view instead of from the back of the second row seating here. So we'll open up the door here, and it's going to be hard to see, but there's a lever right here on this back side. All you got to do is push it, actually kind of lift it back. It slides forward there, and I'll actually see if I can't get out of the way the best I can. You can see that there is a full second row seating. You can get 2 full-size adults back in there. However, the floor is a little bit raised back there, and it's not going. They don't have a ton of room compared to the unlimited model with the 4 doors, where you are going to have quite a bit more room in that second row seating. So I'm going to actually put this back, fold that up there, and actually we're going to take a pause. I'll meet you around on the other side, and we'll go through the interior. All right, everyone, we're here for the interior portion of the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hard Rock. I'm going to go through some of the features. The first thing we'll start out with is the door. You'll notice kind of what Jeep has done there in terms of the capabilities. One thing that Jeeps are known for, and I will say this, is there's not many SUVs in the world that you're able to pull off the door, the windshield, the top, and essentially have a full-blown open-air vehicle, and you can do all that with the stock Jeep or even a high-end Jeep. So as we kind of pull into the interior and Walt shows it, you can see what Jeep has done here with the nice grab handle, which was used this past weekend. So we did to do a little bit of off-roading. Bolted in here very nice and steady and firm there. Again, you can see the emblem there, or the engraving. Walt, if you can get the back of the seat right here, you can see that part of the Rubicon is stitched into the back of the seat right here. Along with the, and this, again, the black leather upholstery, which is on the Hard Rock edition. So you do have some of the luxury features that might come in another SUV. As we kind of take a look at the gauge clusters here, I mentioned before the Hard Rock edition offers that the heated seats. Right here, you also have your downhill ascent, which comes with the 5-speed automatic transmission. You have the ability to control your mirrors right here. What you'll find on a lot of the Jeeps is a lot of it is mounted here in order to remove as many electronics from the door as possible. The only thing electronic on the door is actually your unlock and lock buttons. You'll notice the steering wheel controls. You do have cruise control. You have your wiper control right here. You don't have dual climate. You do have automatic down windows, and you have your 6.5-inch display. And some people are going to say, well, Jeep is a part of Dodge, where's that, and Ram, and where is that big 8.4-inch screen? Well, this is a Jeep. It's not meant for that. As you can see, you have very limited center stack space here, so this is the biggest that you can get in a Jeep, and honestly, for what it is, it works very well, very simple to use. I'm definitely a fan of it. You can store files in here, you can store pictures, and they also do have some great, nice storage up here. You have the Alpine audio system, and again, very, very much a fan. Real quick before we head out of here, I am going to show you, actually, you know what? I'm going to hop on the other side real quick. I'm going to show you how easy it is to actually undo the top in this vehicle, so stay tuned. All right, everyone, before we get to my opinion, I wanted to show you one quick thing. This Hard Rock edition is equipped, not specific to the Hard Rock, but just with an additional option, which is the 3-piece hard top, or 3-piece body color hard top. So you'll notice, Walt, I don't know if you can get a picture of the roof, that the roof is actually the same color as the body, which is actually a different feature than what's on some Jeeps. You'll notice a lot of it comes with the black on the back half of the portion of it, and whereas the other top might be the actual body color. So real quick, we'll have Walt kind of step inside, show you how easy it is. We won't actually take it all the way off just because it takes a good portion of time, but you'll see there's several different, I don't know if you want to call them levers or locks or whatever it is, but all you have to do is literally, you pull back here. There's one right here underneath the mirror that you actually pull back right there. There's one on the front, one over here. There's another one on that side, and then there's another one back here on the same corner, and all you do from there is you actually lift up. And what's nice is if you were one person and you just wanted the this front top off almost to make a sunroof sort of a thing, you can actually pull both these panels off by yourself, put them on by yourself. Where you need the help is actually on the back half of the Jeep. So something to keep in mind, but definitely a great feature that we are a fan of. And with that, let's head to our opinion. All right, everyone, here's my opinion, and I should say our opinion, of the 2015 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon Hard Rock Edition. Some pros of this car: it's extremely capable off-road, and by extremely I mean it really is second to none. Very hard to beat this vehicle, not only in this model but in the other models of it off-road. The Jeep brand is synonymous with being able to take your vehicle where most other vehicles won't go, and I can attest to that, especially after this weekend. I love the off-road capability. I love the look of it. Jeep has maintained their look over the years, and I love that about it. You are going to be hard-pressed for the money, which starting out you can get a Jeep, you can just get a Jeep Wrangler for about just over $22,000, not adding any of the frills. And I love that Jeep gives you that customization ability in their vehicles. And on top of that, you have a lot of third-party accessories as well as aftermarket parts from Jeep and themselves, from the Mopar division, in order to create this vehicle how you want it. If you want to get some of those luxury features, as is on this vehicle, some heated seats, the outlets, the leather interior, the automatic transmission, some of those things, you're fully able to do that, again, for a cost, but you're still under $45,000 for a full-blown Jeep capable of going off-road. Some cons: if you're getting this as an everyday driver, be forewarned. It's not the smoothest vehicle on the road. It's not the quietest vehicle on the inside. You're not going to have a lot of the other nice luxury features on some other models for this price tag, in terms of cooled seats, in terms of a heated steering wheel, things like that. So just be wary. However, if you're buying this vehicle for that, I would highly suggest against it. This vehicle is made to go off-road. It's not necessarily made to be beat up, but it's made to get dirty, as you can see here, made to go off-road, handle trails, handle large rocks, handle dirt. Anything you're going to throw at this vehicle, it will take it and do it well. Really love this car. Been a fan of Jeeps for a long time. The ability to take off the top and cruise around in the summer, especially here in Colorado, up in the mountains, it makes it a breeze. Really do love this vehicle. Jeep, you have done an amazing job on this. If you're interested in learning more about this Jeep, or you want to go test drive one, head to your local Jeep dealer and tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in to our latest video. We really appreciate you listening and watching, and we really do appreciate all the comments that you do have. If you'd like to learn more information, not only about this review, but our other car reviews that we've done, head to our website, www.drive-radio.com. Also head to our Facebook page, facebook.com/driveradio. And last but not least, where you can watch all of these other reviews, head to youtube.com/driveradio, all one word, or in the YouTube search bar, Drive Radio. We have a lot of other content on there, and we look forward to you heading there. Again, checking us out, leaving your comments, and if you're interested in any of these cars, head to your local dealer and tell them that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you. Thanks, and have a great day, night, and just enjoy yourselves. Thank you so much.